Alright guys, Robbie here with Rods and Mods with a little tech tip for you. If you have these old anodized parts on them, they usually came like red and blues, sometimes clear, sometimes black, but mostly reds and blues, and you wanted to remove them to give you an updated look if you don't like that, even though this looks actually coming back, but we're going to take it off. So if you get you some oven cleaner from the store, and you just submerge them in oven cleaner, it'll actually remove all of that anodizing and you'll be left with just a raw aluminum. So I've actually kind of bent up some stainless welding rods to hook the part to kind of submerge it. The bad part is if you throw it in the bucket and just leave it at the bottom, it'll leave like an impression from where it eats the anodizing off of it. So to keep that from happening, I'm going to submerge them like this. Now usually you could stick more than 2 in there. I'm just doing the 2 just as an example to show you. So usually you'd want to stick a lot of pieces in there so you don't waste like a whole can. But for this demonstration, I just wanted just to do a couple. Now we'll just let them sit in there. Alright, so they've been soaking for a couple of minutes now, and the foam at the top's kind of gone down. So the liquid's more at the bottom. I don't want to use an entire can of oven cleaner, so I'm just going to take the stick out and then just submerge them into the liquid. This will work too because you got the little stainless rod, so I can just stir them around. You just want to make sure that you don't let them sit for like a really long period of time, because like I said, it can eat little spots in them. So we'll let them sit and then we'll stir them a little bit every couple minutes. Alright, so we're about 5 minutes in, and you can see how the color's already starting to come off. So that's what it started as, and this is where we're at now. So put them back in there for a little bit longer, let them work. I didn't want to show you, so this is one we just set it in there, and then it just rested at the bottom without stirring it. So it eats up all the anodizing, and then it kind of just burns it into the aluminum. That's why you want to stir it and move it around as it's soaking in there. It's to prevent this. Alright, so while these aluminum pieces here are soaking, you can see we're probably at, I don't know, around 10 minutes or so now. And it's almost all off at this point. The main surfaces just needs a little bit more. So while those still sit there and soak some, I was going to show you another tip. So this is just a standard 3/8 nut, 3/8 16. Grade 5, so they come galvanized. So if you wanted to weld this to your chassis or to something so that the nut stays stationary to bolt a bolt into it, the galvanizing makes it really hard to weld to. So if you go to the store and you get some muriatic acid, this will take off the galvanizing. This one works quickly, so you don't have to wait like you do for the other pieces. So you again get like a little rod to hang it off of, and then as you dunk it in the muriatic acid, you can literally watch the galvanizing come off. So, and then I got a little tub of water here just to rinse it in. So now, in about 10 seconds time, you have a nut that has 0 galvanizing on it that you can weld to whatever panel or frame you need to weld it to. I've never done this before, but we'll see what happens when you dunk that into there. I don't know if it'll even affect it at all. Looks like it has zero effect. So acid won't even touch the anodized part, but oven cleaner will. But oven cleaner won't take off the galvanized part either, so I guess it works both ways. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Take one, we'll dunk this in the water. So I mean, it's pretty close now. Take a little Scotch-Brite pad. I mean, it's almost all the way there. We'll dunk it in there a little bit longer. So again, this one's just got a little bit left to go there. Alright, so let's see where we're at now. So now we've got it all off. So we can dunk those in the water and rinse them off. So it took about, I don't know, maybe a little over 10 minutes probably to get it all off. Still a little bit of like residue there. You can see how we went from the red anodized part to now just a raw aluminum part. So this tip here with the anodizing, it doesn't work on every anodized piece. So there's different qualities of anodizing. It seems to work really well on all the reds and blues from like the 90s into 2000s, but some of this more modern black parts, it doesn't really affect much. So we'll take this black one and see if it'll work on this one or not. We'll dunk that in there, let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll check it out and see whether it even impacts it at all, and if so, how much. So it looks like maybe some of this black is coming off. It's eating like an outer layer right now. So we're not really down to the color part of it, but it is taking something off of it. Oh, it's gonna work. It's gonna come off. Oops. So it looks like this fitting is gonna come off. I think maybe there was maybe like a UV coating of some sort, and then black, but looks like it'll all come off here in a minute. All right, so we're about probably about 10 minutes again. So even on this black fitting, it's taken off all of the UV and the black coating. So usually if you get you like a microfiber, you can get all the rest of these little pieces. They're not on there very good. So as you can see, now we're left with just a nice raw aluminum fitting. So one other benefit to this, stripping the anodizing, is if you have a fitting that maybe is part of like a sending unit and the threads of it are anodized, you might not get a good connection electrically there. So you might need to dip the pipe thread part of it and strip the anodizing off to get a good ground connection for your sending unit to work better. Or you can just do it for looks. So guys, if you like seeing tech tips like this and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe so we'll pop up and you won't miss a thing. Okay, this is Robbie from Rods and Mods, and you wanted an updated look